Hello everybody, this is Ricky Nowis here, and welcome to episode 59 of Ricster Diaries. It is Tuesday, the 1st of March, the time has just gone 20 past 10 in the morning, and for today's journey, well, this is my first visit to this place. I've been there a few times, but I haven't really stopped there. I've been there, I'd like to change trains, but this time, we'll spend the whole day there. Yep, for the first time, I'm off to Birmingham. So, the journey to Birmingham, as you can see, we're starting this journey in a rather different way because we are starting here at York Railway Station. Now, I didn't bother filming any driving footage for a few reasons. First and foremost, it's quite dangerous because when I did my driving footage over the previous years, I normally have my camcorder gaffer taped to the dash, but I'm looking to invest into a GoPro before June, let's say, so that make future Ricster Diaries on the roads a lot easier. And secondly, I thought it would be a nice change to start in a different way. So, the journey to Birmingham. Starting here at York, we're going to catch the 10:44 Cross Country Voyager service. It's going to be 220020, running between Edinburgh and Bristol Temple Meads. Now, just a reminder, for those not familiar, if you are traveling with cross-country trains, that they do have seats. They do advise you to book seat reservations, but if you travel on trains which are like paired up together with like another Voyager or Super Voyager, then coach seats normally declassified. It's normally up the unreserved coach. But because this is a Voyager, just running solo, I believe you need reservations. So we've got tickets booked, and that's what we're going to do today. Just hear it, but that's a Grand Central unit just coming there. That's off to Sunderland. So let's get to York. Let's go onto the platform and wait for our train. Train to Birmingham, 2200. It's the 10:45 Northern service to Hull. About 8 or 8. That's the coach we need. Okay, now just about to walk. I'll be back in around about 12:30 in the morning.
Crew Motivation, there's customers joining us at York on the Cross Country service to Bristol Temple Meads. I should be calling at Leeds, Wakefield, Westgate, Sheffield, Derby, Tamworth, Birmingham New Street, Chiltern Bristol Parkway and Bristol Temple Meads. For those of you who have got tickets, our best class coach is located towards the very rear of the train in Coach A. Coach F, we have our retail service manager who will be happy to serve you with sandwiches and light refreshments. And I'm calling right in approximately 25 minutes time will be.
This is classic.
That's Power Station.
Cross Country service to Bristol Temple Meads. Going away to Westgate, Sheffield, Derby, Tamworth, Birmingham New Street, Chiltern Spa, Bristol Parkway and Bristol Temple Meads due there at 2:30. Once again, next stop will be Wakefield, Westgate. Just joined the train at Leeds. You can find safety information on posters throughout the train. If you do any fixes, please alert member staff immediately. Alternatively, you can text the British Transport Police on 61016 and remember the 3 S's. See, say, sorted. Also, can you please keep the wheelchair spaces clear of any items? Thank you, apart from the wheelchairs. Thank you.
No, just good.
Just by Sheffield and we've got 2 minutes or 4 minutes later than Leeds. But we make all lost time now.
Sorry, what was that?
No worries. No. Don't understand.
Everything down. But anyway, I just got into British politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the other side.
passing Derby.
It's a free schedule, it's a whole lot.
At the remodeled Derby station. Two Commander, there was the B platform here, that's gone.
Is that the 1.1? So I went in the fire room, I did do religion.
But it just parked just here.
So it's really loud.
Two to million just there. Atlanta there so as well. Possibly met with Road Depot as well. Concourse 37. Oh.
Yeah, you can hear it. It was like. In fact, you know, I've got one on. I felt really smart though, because you know, I got myself into that situation.
We're travelling at a very cautious pace at the moment.
I have to say up those ones. It's plus Tuesday. That's my addition. These aren't very much. That was the full point. So, do we both need to get it? So, should I guess what we're okay, put it face down. Yeah, probably. Blue 3. So, the right colour. Okay.
Okay, we're now just arrived from Tamworth. I'm just crossed over the West Coast Mainline. This one stations I'll definitely come back to. If they successfully challenge you, To be honest, I'm a bit nervous about this station. But hopefully we should be able to sign in and get to filming done. As you don't know, I think this is one of the busiest stations outside London. After East Croydon. This was where we crossed Quieten Free. And it featured transfer came across to Northern while they get their new class 730s. That's off the village.
I haven't done that yet, that's just you.
350 Desiro, which is 35125. It looks like it's coming off Rugeley Trent Valley. This is going back to Rugeley Trent Valley. And one stop before that is Rugeley Town, which is home to the Paul brothers, Ian and Simon Paul. I can finish it off there. It's 14:41. That's the Big Daddy station ticked off. I'll have some late lunch now, and then we'll go to our next station, which I think will be Birmingham International. And that's another station I always want to film at. Just about to film Birmingham New Street. I didn't expect that. I'll be travelling backwards. Full guard the opposite way.
So it thinks I'm about 10 minutes. We got Red Bull.
I think we can safely say this is 350 Desiro Central. This is. That's a local stop at 350 in Shallows. That might come from Rugeley Trent Valley actually. Birmingham International. Okay everybody, welcome to our second station. This is Birmingham International. It's 15:35. Why is it called Birmingham International? Well, the airport's here. Anyway, this is a West Coast station. operated with 5 platforms. The expected variety of London Northwestern Railway, West Midlands Railway, Transport for Wales, Advantage West Coast and Cross Country services, aiming for a variety of areas including Reading, with 2 island service extending through to Bournemouth. You also get trains through to Manchester Piccadilly, also trains by the Chiltern Mainline to Ricster Trent Valley via Walsall, also trains to London Euston, fast and semi-fast, Northampton, and you also, sorry, I was looking down because we've got green signal. I wish you could see that down distance, but we've got the green signal, but these ones are red. Anyway, you also get transport rail services going through to regions of Shrewsbury, Chester, and then onwards down via the Camden coastline to Aberystwyth and Pwllheli. And the boat train as well, which also runs through to Holyhead, which connects for the ferry. Talking about Chase Ferry Line, here it comes now.
The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1538 Cross Country service to Manchester, calling at Birmingham New Street, Wolverhampton, Stafford, Stoke-on-Trent, Macclesfield, Stockport and Manchester Piccadilly. Will be the 1550 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street, calling at Master Street and Birmingham.
This is a very special class 390 Pendolino. This is 390-121 with the special climate change branding and livery, and it looks absolutely stunning in that livery. It really, really does. Truly outstanding. It's 17:39 now. We're now going to make our way either towards platform 2 or 3. We'll catch Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. So we'll see what time our left is. Oh, it's 3:52. We will take it. Okay, we'll board 350/2. Make it tell. There's no to give us but this does feel a bit unusual, to be honest. Here with us working slightly, running 7041.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, West Midlands Railway service to Rugeley Trent Valley. There's trains back to
We will be calling at
Birmingham New Street.
Marston Green, Lee Hall, Stechford, Adderley Park, Birmingham New Street, Tamebridge Parkway, Walsall, Loxwich, Loxwich North, Landywood, Cannock, Hensford, Rugeley Town, and Rugeley Trent Valley. The next stop will be Marston Green. Please do not leave any belongings unattended. They may be removed without notice. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Seats will now board the declassified first class seating, which is much better.
We are now approaching Lee Hall.
Cheers to have stage foot. Birmingham New Street. Do one more station in the dark. 20:49 now. We're back at Birmingham New Street. So we're going towards platform 9A. We're going to catch our Trent 3 Cross Country service to Doncaster. And it's 22033. James Worker 1, Echo 74, Bristol Temple Meads 2, Leeds. Our train's due very shortly. Our train back home. At the.London. Coach beneath.
Yeah,
Sorry about the dodgy angle people, but we're just starting Birmingham New Street. It's the best I can do on the boat.
That's what I like.
Here we covered 3 of the Birmingham stations, which I'm happy about. That's better now, one can see. It's Martin Derby. Passive from Welcome Central. Let's double check here. What is not supposed to happen? What is not? Let's have a look at one. Okay, so this is Welcome Central Wilton train, and that's train Wilton. That's unusual. That's a very odd route to take. Also, why would I have heard about Welcome Central? But that's a very unusual move. To Doncaster, platform 8. This is where we have a bit of a wait. All good, waiting for the Robin.
Even to those on the train tonight, this is Doncaster station. This is Doncaster, Wakeford and Leeds train. We arrive at this.
LNER Azuma to Newcastle.
That's it, 10, that's working out, we're done. 14 to Leeds. Right, everybody, so we're just back in our car now. It's now just gone 25 past midnight on Wednesday morning. This is Wednesday the 2nd. So, I'm good to drive home now. I'm not going to bother doing any driving footage, as you will have seen on numerous occasions how it's done. That's number one. And secondly, it's rather a bit dangerous mounting the GoPro, the camera to the dashboard. But I'm looking to invest into a GoPro of some kind. So if I do Ricster Diaries on the road in the future, it'll make life a lot easier. But the journey home is pretty much straightforward. We're going to drive up towards Heworth, and then pick up the A64, and then homeward bound to Scarborough. So I'll conclude this some point tomorrow afternoon, which for me will probably be good like 10 to 12 hours yet, but for you it'll be in a short while. So I'll see you very shortly. Okay, hello everybody. So this is the following day. It's now 15:33. Don't mind about the noise, that's just my landlord's declassified machine. Anyway, let's conclude yesterday's outing, and which for the first time for me was a trip to Birmingham. So rather than start the journey at Scarborough yesterday, we decided to start yesterday's journey in York, which was a nice change. Few reasons I did this though. Reason number one is because it's a bit dangerous having filmed everything on my camcorder, and plus gaffer taping this to the dashboard of my car. It's not easy. And the second reason is for those who've been watching this channel for a while, you would have seen the driving footage. But I'm looking to invest into a GoPro, which I'm hoping by June we got to do Ricster Diaries on the road. Anyway, the journey, we started at York train station, which we parked up on the toll. We caught the 10:44 Cross Country Voyager service to Birmingham New Street. Now, this train was unusual being a Voyager, because normally paired up combination of either Simple Voyager and Voyager combined, but this occasion they put on 220-020. Anyway, we had a seat reserved on the train, so we managed to find a seat up on the toll. The train was fairly busy between Leeds and Sheffield, but then the train quietened down afterwards. Anyway, we were a little bit delayed departing Derby because we were held up by a freight train. I was also held up by a late running cross country service, but on the outskirts of Birmingham, that made way for our train to come through. So we got to Birmingham New Street around 7 to 8 minutes late, but it wasn't too bad. And amazingly, we managed to sign in at Birmingham New Street without any problems at all. We got straight down to filming, just in over 3 there. That's off to Manchester, Victoria. Anyway, we signed in. We did announce with footage. Sadly, I didn't see any of the purple trains, which were the one between Birmingham New Street and Shrewsbury. But there was a few problems. First and foremost, there was a problem with one of their systems. And secondly, the automated announcements wasn't working. And thirdly, Platform 5 is out of action for several weeks. But anyway, we've got loads of notables, plenty of 350s, 323s, 158s, Voyagers, Super Voyagers, Pendolinos, yeah, got a lot of variety in. Now, the 323s, which are currently with West Midlands Railway, they're on borrowed time because in the future we'll see their new Class 730 electric multiple units, which will be taken over on the Cross City lines. And also, for those not aware, apparently the 350/2s are also getting withdrawn and will also be replaced by their, I think it's their new Class 30s, 730s by London Northwestern Railway. I haven't seen them in person, but they're very similar to the West Midlands Railway units. Anyway, after Birmingham New Street, and after I had a very different lunch, for those you're wondering, it is Lent time, and for Lent, I'm giving up eating meat. That's a big sacrifice. Anyway, we had a nice vegan sushi, which was very nice indeed. Afterwards, we went to our next station, which was Birmingham International. So we called the 1514 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham International. That only stopped at Marsden Green along the way. And that train was going to Northampton. And, well, I will say an impressive station Birmingham International is. We've got loads of going in and coming out departures. We've seen plenty of Desiros and the 350/2s. And at long last, I saw the Climate Pendolino number 390121. And that looks absolutely amazing in that livery. Anyway, good hours spotting session. Then we went up to station concourse and we got an hour's worth of automated announcements, which I'm pleased to say I'm getting this channel back on track now. By the time this diary gets uploaded, both announcements should be up as well. And to finish off the day, we called the late running 1741 London Northwestern Railway service, or shall I say West Midlands Railway service, that was going to Rugeley Trent Valley. Now, it was a 350/2, and I can see why many people don't like them. It's very unusual. They have 2x3 seating, but they don't have table seats, and also you sat quite a bit lower down. That felt unusual. But I decided to move seats and rode aboard the declassified first class seating. And that was actually okay. Anyway, our final station, once we got to New Street, was to Birmingham Moor Street. And to say the least, we got our timing absolutely spot on. Because first and foremost, we saw the ex-Chiltern Railways Class 172s, which I'm not sure if they moved to their new permanent home with West Midlands Railway, or if they just on long-term loan to West Midlands Railway. It was good to see the ex-London Underground 172s as well, which have been fully refurbished, and they do look really good and put into service. And also the Chiltern Railway notables, which I was happy to see as well. But most importantly, their silver sets, which is a Class 68, a Waco Mark III coaches, and a Mark III DVT. And compared to Trans-Pennine Express, they don't have a DVT, they have a driving trailer. So don't get those two muddled, in case those muddled up there. Anyway, after that, we went into the waiting room and we got an hour's worth of automated announcements. I believe that used to be Roger announcements, but they changed it recently, I think, to Sally announce. I've forgotten the name now. I think it's Ruth. I'm not sure, but I've forgotten. Anyway, it's the same woman who does the Northern Station announcements. And that was really good. So the journey home, we caught the 2103 Cross Country Voyager service. That was 220.033 back to Doncaster. This is one of a few cross country services to run via Doncaster to go to Leeds. It's one of very few trains to do this, but that was one of them. And bizarrely, the train also ran via Rotherham Central, which is a very rare sight for cross country to run via Rotherham, but I'm not sure why they did that. Could have been engineering works going on, but that was a very interesting sight. But we did see, like, I feel like engineers' trains and also a track machine as well, travelling through the dark. Anyway, at Doncaster, we had a bit of a wait on, but the waiting room was open. And the train we caught the 2352 LNER Azuma service to York. And that train, I believe, was your last train departure of the day. I've had a look at departure boards, there was nothing else going out. Anyway, while we waited, I noticed there was a Royal Mail train that was running late. I heard the speed through, class 325. And a few class 66s as well, which I didn't film, but heard them anyway. But luckily, at Doncaster, the weather did change, which meant the wind dropped. So luckily, it was not as cold as what we first anticipated. Then at York, we paid for car park, and because we parked at off-peak times, the car park was only £5. So that was a real bargain, if you ask me. And then we got in the car and we had a stress-free journey home. And I will say, for the first time visiting Birmingham, I fully enjoyed myself. I might do as like a mini break next time, because I love to explore more of what the West Midlands can offer. And that's it for this one. So first and foremost, I want to apologise. It's been a bit of a wait, but due to other commitments, I've had my hands full, to say the least, really. But no, it's good to take a break, and it's good to get back into the swing of things. So, thank you very much for watching. You can follow my Twitter at Nowis Wiki. All the other links can be found in the description below. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one.